If you're looking for Founder Ford, I usually see him over at the warehouse. Heard your friend's sick. Hope she recovers. Too many loved ones have been lost.
That Donald. Always talking about getting out of here.
This is not up for discussion, Clementine. You're staying, and that's fine.
I don't remember asking for your permission.
Watch your tone, young lady.
Excuse me? I'm 100...
We'll talk about this later.
Out of my way.
Whoa, what have we here? Ah, the Traveler, of course. Wallace said yes, right on time. Sorry you had to see that. But then again, you've been around. I'm sure you know. Families fight. Andrew Ford. Good to make your acquaintance. In the flesh. Oh, I'm as real as a toothache. I'm sure you've got a lot of questions, and I've got a favor to ask. So let's get to it. You first. That's a longer story than I can indulge right now. Let's keep it to this. You know how some things you drink can make you drunk, and some things you eat can make you sick or sleepy? Well, other things do this. It's a big world out there. Huh. Not my way. And you want to be careful what you wish for, traveler. Oh, nothing too dangerous. I've got to marshal my resources. And then we'll get into it in earnest. Let me see if I can get you up to speed. Arguing's not the same as fighting. Clem and I have known each other longer than anyone else here. That's a lot of water to put under a narrow bridge. Nosebleeds, headaches, and I worry about worse. Things we can't see so easy. It's not like there's a manual. Compared to who? Bo might be young, but he knows the run of a ward. Learned from the best. He was orphaned, just a kid. Ward 13 sort of adopted him. Ran security when he got old enough. Did a damn good job of it. Only made sense to put him in charge once we started up here. Don't think there's a soul in town has lost as much as Riggs. Don't know how that man gets up out of bed every day. But he does. And we're damn thankful. Wallace? He's a special kid. A lot like somebody I used to know. She had bad dreams too. Dreams about things that hadn't yet come to pass. It's more like he can see really far into the present. Sometimes. Want some intel, eh? Not you precisely, as in name, rank, serial number, but I knew someone was coming. Our young Wallace told me. All right, traveler. Now that you've shot your shot, here's mine. I need an able young scrapper to help an old man out. Talk to Wally. You'll find him out by the docks. After that, gear up, and then meet me at the ward gate. I'll tell you a story.
Greetings. Forgive me. I am not good with Paxeltech faces. Oh, it is new. I thought I had seen it before. So difficult to tell Paxeltech apart without hoof and horn. I am Za Israk Thadwell. My Paxeltech name is Dwell. I sell crystals from my world. They make Paxeltech faster, stronger, more powerful. They help it defeat its enemies. And the prices are quite fair. Of course, Paxeltech. Paxeltech, foreign to the Pan, meaningless. Perhaps on Paxeltech world, but it is at home on Dwell's tongue. Gems, refined from a special crystal found only on Yesha. The Ahane, priests of the Pan, forbid the crystal's use among commoners. But the Gull are craftier than Ahane know. Long and long have the Gull used the crystals for weapons. Or even cruder things, like soups. But it takes an artisan like Dwell to bring out their full potential. Does it hope to steal Dwell's chain of supply? No. Dwell's success does not come from handing out his secrets. Yes, that is always the question. I am Pan, from the world of Yesha, where the Eternal Empress reigns, the Doe and Ravager run free, and the balance breathes life to the jungle. Or so it used to be. Alas, it is not. Long and long have the Immortals oppressed the common Pan, wielding their power as if it were something they had earned or deserved. The Pan have rebelled against this tyranny, and for a time, it looks as if we could win. Then the pestilence came. What Paxeltech call the Root. When I last saw her, Yesha languished under the pestilence. The Ravager prowls, and the Doe is lost. The rebellion continues, but my people ache for relief. The Paxeltech Fort, the founder. On its last visit to Yesha, it said it was possible. I do not understand the complexities myself, but now I am here. Not Paxeltech name, perhaps, but it is my name whilst I live among Paxeltech tongues. Ford came to Yesha many times, aiding the rebels against the tyranny of immortals. His desire to protect was clear even then, as was his craft for violence, which he freely shared. Dwell did not learn Paxeltech Ford's violence, but shared in aiding the rebels with the same crystals I offer here. Both aided rebellion, so both shared imprisonment. Oh, I languished for years, a cost I had never hoped to pay. But another Paxeltech, the one they say wanders the worlds, came to free the Ford. And the Ford freed Dwell, and many others. Yes. Only the finest. Beware the pestilence.
I'm sorry, Mr. Root, but you're not gonna eat me today.
You worried you'll get lost? Just head to the docks. You'll know Wally when you meet him.
Well, ain't you a right mutter? Traipsing in here like you own the place. Ha, I'm just pulling ya. Name's Brabus, and I run security around here. Well, seeing as you got the mayor's personal approval, I reckon you his problem now. I also make sure folks hereabouts can protect themselves. Ain't just the root kicking around. A lot of folks still ain't chummy with this whole rebuilding society business. I should know. I used to be one of them. Up until about 20 years ago, I ran a pack called the Mud Dogs. We took what we wanted and killed anyone who crossed us. It was a dog-eat-dog world back then. We all did what we had to survive. Things might be different now, but a lot of folks can't chew a path out of the old ways. Maybe never will. Why not? Passes the time. I guess I set myself up for that one. I told you the Mud Dogs didn't take hell from no one, and weren't anyone stood up to us without getting knocked down, save one. This mutter walks into my court, confident as a wolf in a rabbit trap. I'm thinking, this'll be a fight to remember, eh? At best. Then, I noticed something the mutter's got on him. It's a watch, what belonged to my old man. I figure he finally tripped the branches, and I'm about to wring this wanderer's neck myself. But then, the wanderer says the old man gave it to him. That caught me. The old man wouldn't give up that watch to no one but family. And he never gave it to me. I let the wanderer go. After taking the watch, of course. But I couldn't stop thinking about it. So I hear. Changed the world a few times over, that one. Sometime later, I got the nerve to see the old man myself. He surprised me. He wasn't pissed or patronizing, just sat me down and started telling stories like we'd been chatting every day. He didn't say nothing about the watch when I told him. Just glad it had a home. Tell you what, I think he wanted me to take it, the old bastard. Anyway, we talked a lot after that, and when word got out the folks here at the ward were starting something new, well, the old man and I both knew what needed doing. I told the Mud Dogs they were free to do as they liked. We weren't a pack no more, and the old man and I set up shop here. Kinda boring to tell you the truth, but it's better than a bullet hole, I guess. Oh, that old mutter. People call him Mudtooth. He's set up over yonder, and he's more than happy to tell you about himself. And then some. You wouldn't know it to look at him, but he was the leader of the Mud Dogs before I took him over. They'd got soft, see? Couldn't hack it in a dog-eat-dog world. Of course, that ain't the way he tells it. We still don't see eye to eye on which of us was right. Disagree to agree, I guess. Don't know what else I can tell you, save the stories folks around here like to spin. The way they tell it, that wanderer walked through crystals to other worlds until one day they slammed the door on the Deadwood altogether and saved the world. Yeah, they all sound just like my old man with these stories. You can say that again. I ain't complaining, mind you. There's definitely something different about this place. Maybe if I stick around long enough, I'll figure out what it is. Well, the Mud Dogs ran for years. Started out with my old man in a place called Sanctuary, and eventually came out here. We set ourselves up in a place folks started calling Cutthroat Channel. Nobody came in or out without our say-so, not even Deadwood. Yeah, I got a story or two from the glory days. I ain't my old man. He'll talk your ear off and then use it as a chew toy. Lily, all right. You ever hear of the Root Mother? She's one of them weirdos even the Deadwood left alone. Folks used to see her for advice. Crazy folks, desperate. My Mud Dog's caught one of these crazies. As he begs for his life, he tells us some secret the Root Mother told him. A place in the sewer, good to hole up against Deadwood. Dumb bastard. We killed him anyway, of course. He had food. But one of my boys convinced me to check out his story. That's how we found Cutthroat Channel. Once the Deadwood cleared out, it wasn't so hard to keep it clear. Stayed there for years. So the dumb bastard was right. Had to take it first, and that's a thing only Mud Dogs could do. Tell you the truth, that dumb bastard would have died anyway if he tried heading there on his own. Back in the day, whenever a group of folks came traipsing into the Mud Dog's den, we'd give them a choice. Kill each other, or get killed. I told them we was weeding out the weak. But that wasn't the real reason. That particular tradition started the day Chavis and his gang rolled in and said they wanted to join forces. Not on my word, no. There was only 3 of them, all torn up like they'd try to steal fish from a bear. The rest of Chavis's gang had been chewed up by Deadwood, he said. That seemed legit to me. I was just about to let him join when Chavis's deputy, a woman with the unlikely name Sunny, turns on the other 2 and starts slicing them up. Well, me and the boys start taking bets. It was the most fun we'd had in months. After the other 2 fell, Sonny says Chavis was planning on killing me in my sleep, taking the gang. Ever since, folks come looking to join up. We had them fight each other first. Yeah, it weeds out the weak, yeah. Also make sure nobody's stupid enough to try a coup. First, let me ask you something. Your family's starving. Has been for days, and there's no food nowhere, except for a bunker, where a bunch of survivors are holed up. What do you do? Yeah? And what do you do when they show you the open end of a rifle instead? Good for you. Now you're dead. I said to my dogs, what's the one thing this world's got no end of? More than guns or food or mudders what got more than enough of both? Deadwood, I said. See, the Root don't care about food or guns. All you gotta do is break a bunker open. The Root'll clean out the nest and leave you the rest. That's the world it was, stranger. Dog eat dog. Because, traveler, I'm reformed. That's so. Well, there's one of my old man's tales that is true. He used to live in this old chopper. Made a good sniper's nest, letting him pop off Deadwood one at a time. That kept him out for a while, but the Mud Dogs got wind they were mustering something big. I weren't about to let the old man kick it, so we set a trap up for their trap. Problem was, they moved faster than we thought. We had explosives set around for most of the area, but the Deadwood came too soon. We hadn't set the detonators yet. The old man, though, he wakes in the crack of night, howling and popping off shot after shot at the Root. Well, one of his shots must have hit our explosives, because suddenly the whole street goes up in flames. My dogs got lucky. Only a couple were close enough to get singed. But the root got blown all to hell. To this day, my old man thinks he killed 300 of them, all by himself. Of course I did. Can't have the old mutter thinking he's God's gift to this gray earth. He don't ever stop telling the tale his way, though. Good. Got tired of answering questions. You want my permission, stranger? You're gonna have to prove your worth. I need you to kill the mayor. Yeah, Bo. I'm looking to take over this place, see? And he's all that stands in my way. So what I need from you is... Ah, damn. I couldn't get through it all. I'm just pulling you again, stranger. We're all friends here, even me and the mayor, basically. And the firing range is yours anytime you like. Don't need no one's permission. Keep your gun loaded and your wits about you, stranger.
old friend. Glad to see you're all right. What can I do for you? That's right, but everybody calls me Riggs. I try to keep folks safe out there. My specialty is armor and weapons upgrades. Speaking of which, Bo mentioned you might need some help getting your feet back under you. Well, whatever you need, don't be afraid to ask. We all help each other out here. Even McCabe. Take care, my friend.
I swear to God and my mother. Did Bo send you over here, or did you stumble your way over here yourself? Well, if there isn't a first time for everything. All right, new kid, let me save you some time. I'm McCabe. I like to keep to myself and my work. My work happens to be tinkering and modding weapons. And that's already more information than I like giving out. Understand? Look, it's not personal. I just don't like being distracted. I get into a zone, you know? Pisses me off when people come by and interrupt my me time. But I'll tell you what. You're clearly not the average stray that shows up here. So I'll make you a deal. You find anything interesting out there, bring it back to me and I'll see if I can use it to mod your weapons. Okay? Oh, and if you tell anyone I was nice to you, I will cut you.
You finished your break yet, Alice?
I see you, traveler. You're the one Ford's been waiting for, though he doesn't know he's been waiting. He thinks he needs help. It's her who needs it. You know, and you don't. Sorry, I shouldn't say. Things get messier when I tell them. I'm Wallace. Did I say that yet? Probably. The site, you know? Sorry, I probably said that already too. You have a path to walk. You choose the first step here, but your path can change if you wanted to. That makes a lot of sense now. You're right, of course. Your path is waiting. Tell Brabus and McCabe I sent you. They have what you need. They're the next step on your journey. Until next time.
Hope you ain't causing trouble, stranger. Won't work for me. That boy what talks to the root? I don't trust Wally with a hot meal. But I also ain't dumb enough to cross him. I don't reckon he was any more specific. Right. Well, the boy's crazy, but he ain't stupid. And I can see your gear is, lacking, to say the least. If he asks, you tell him I gave you this. No charge. Riggs is gonna talk my ear off if I don't send you over to him next, isn't he? Fine. Go see Riggs, then. Tell him he can do whatever the hell he wants.
You're back. Shit. You're serious, aren't you? Alright, so what the hell is this journey? I swear, if that boy weren't so goddamn right all the time, he and I'd be having words. Percussive ones. Fine. Well, the only reason anyone bothers me is because I'm good with a hammer. So, either I can modify your weapons, or we can find a more creative use for it. Tell you what, I heard you picked up something strange on your little jaunt earlier. Maybe I could do something with it. That ought to help with whatever journey he saw you on. Just tell Wally to be more specific next time, yeah? So we're done here, right? Or do I need the hammer again? Let me save you some time so you don't keep nattering on. We used to live in that building over there. Then a stranger came. We called them the Wanderer. You might have noticed everyone gets a handle here. Anyway, they show up and stop the route. Now, we live in these buildings here. That clear it up for you? And me? I keep it real simple. Less to worry about that way. All right, let's see what you've got. Okay, we're done.
What can I do for you? I don't suppose he was more particular about why. Ha! Yeah, that sounds like Travis. Right. Well, I've got a pretty focused skill set. I reckon I know what he means. Come to me if you ever need to upgrade your equipment.
No. It's strange how quiet it is here some days. Like, nothing's going on.
Yeah. Kind of boring. Or we could just hang out here.
You know,
That's okay, Mr. Mayor. I don't need your help.
You look ready to face anything. What do you say? Ready to see what's down there with me? Then let's not waste any more time. This way. Still smells like home. Here, take this. Just crank the handle to make it work. This used to be a research facility, cutting edge. We did things down here nobody dreamed of. Not before nor since. Yet, for all our manpower, we didn't know what the stones really were. Until it was too late.
The stones?
The world stones. Giant red crystals that let us see into other worlds. Even travel to them. So, what? We just hide the stones away and hope the Soviets haven't found their own. No. We had to know everything there was to know about it. It was a matter of national security. Of pride. So, yeah. We opened the door. and walked through.
But something was waiting on the other side.
It didn't happen right away. Hell, the inhabitants of the worlds we traveled to couldn't follow us. We thought we were safe. But yeah, the root found a way. After that, well, we all know what. Locked, huh? Well, this is my house. Come on. I gave Ellen a few things to hang on to in case of emergency. She must have hidden it around here somewhere. Come on, Ellie, where'd you hide it? That red thing. We call it a dragon heart. Ha. Don't ask why. Take it with you. You might need it. Come on, let's go. There you are. Hurry up. Hey, take a look at that matchbook you found. I got a hunch. Let's get this door unlocked. Can't stand around all day.
Is that the...
The World Stone. Yes. Or part of it, anyway. Every shard's as useful as the whole. We shut it down after Harsgard died. Like I told Ellen at the time. The damn thing's more dangerous than useful. Huh. Of course not. Never mind. Now, let's see if that worked.
Worked to do what, exactly?
The Andrew Ford who first touched this crystal. Did he ever come back? Go back. Tell Bo to bury this place. Not just lock it away, but get some explosives and bury it in a tomb of concrete. More dangerous than useful, traveler. Remember that.
Ford! Ford? Ford! Oh, man. Bo is gonna be pissed.
That bastard did it. He actually woke it up.
Clementine. Hey.
Did he tell you how to use it? Do I even want to?
System failure is imminent. The core has been compromised. The utility is required. Commencing acquisition.
Help!
Clementine!
Don't let go! I'm slipping! Don't let it take me!
Clementine! Shit! 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 No, don't do it. Don't you do it! Oh, this is so stupid. Clementine! Ford? Shit! Where are you guys? Oh, this is all insane! With the crystal and Ford! Better get moving if I'm gonna find Clementine.
Those foreign to the pound have not been seen upon Yesha for long and long. The pestilence takes me. Or is it now simply part of what I am? It has been so long. The difference hardly matters. But the Paxeltech, how comes it here, to Yesha? The Red Crystal. I have seen them in my restless slumber. The pestilence think of them often. Especially the stones of the Paxeltech's Earth. I am Bedell of the Vaunt. When this world was young, the pan did service to the green and growing things. Now, the pan betrays the world. And the world, the wolf, betrays the pan. The Ravager, plague of the pan and defiler of the dough. The wolf hunts all, yet is itself unhunted. To the shame of all pan. Once part of the balance, the immortal Ravager has cast aside this world and pledged fealty to the pestilence that would destroy all worlds. And the red dough, that which held the Ravager in check for long and long, has not been seen in an age. If it seeks to save its own life and world, the Paxotech must hunt the Ravager and end it. Much. Have I not made that clear? The beast is in allegiance with the foe of all that lives. The beast is not alone. The Lamir have given themselves to it in service. Once servants of the Eternal Empress, many Lamir have been seduced by the Ravager's blood-soaked tongue, and thus betrayed the ban. Beware, Paxotech. They will fight until the beast's final breath. More than it can imagine, Paxotech. Ask its questions. I offer what truth I have. The beast is a part of Yesha. Wolf and doe, doom and hope, were already here when the band crossed the darkness. The Vaughn saw both in a vision, but alas, my ancestors hid the former. At the height of our empire, the Ravager attacked and nearly destroyed the band. It was only through the Song of Ifir that we were able to quiet the beast. Would that we had slaughtered it then, but the Lamirs stayed our hand, and the interest of the balance. The balance of life, Paxotech. That by which all things are connected to all things. Where the Vaunt lived in service of the guardian that gives life, the Lamir served to inter the dead. It was they that saw two sides to everything. The Lamir asserted that a healthy forest holds both flowers and fangs, hope and doom, life and death. If we destroyed one without thought, we would ultimately destroy all. So, the Ravager was spared, kept at peace by song and strain for long and long, until it came. No, not Ford, nor the Destroyer, nor the Paxotech before me. We destroyed, nonetheless. With the Ravager's peace broken, the unliving pestilence took its place. All things became corrupted, and I became this. Yes, the root, as the Paxotech put it, have broken the balance. It is their purpose, for they are the end of balance, the end of all things. Now, to save itself, the Ravager serves the pestilence as faithfully as the Lamir served the wolf. The balance is undone. Only the death of the Ravager and the restoration of the doe can renew it. I know this in my bones. A spirit worthy of praise. A blessed portent of hope. The doe is life and protection. Archetypal grace to confront the Ravager's hunger. For an epoch and more, the doe has led her counterpart on a chase, eternal. Alas, no more. For long and long, doe and wolf have been embattled, neither emerging the victor, for neither can. The one may gore and the other gnash. Neither will kill the other. Yet those foreign to Yesha, those not bound to the balance, are under no strictures. Paxeltak ended the wolf. Pestilence gave it new life. The balance has been shattered, and the future is uncertain. If the wolf can die, the doe may as well. And the pestilence holds no compunctions for consequences. The children of the doe believe the balance was ever a lie. That the Ravager should have died at the first, and the doe must be reborn. I can agree with them on the latter. Yesha's only hope is for Foreign to stop Foreign. Paxeltak must face the pestilence and all who would side with it. The children of the Red Doe are innocence and naivete. They believe the balance was broken when the Empress first ate the fruit of life. If the balance was ever real to begin with. They're idealistic, unreasonable, foolhardy. And yet, when I look at what our ways have wrought, and how faithfully the children follow the doe, I find it harder to question their beliefs. I was attacked long ago. Seasons and seasons. It started as a small wound, but then it grew. Consumed me. Now, there is more of the plague than the ban. In truth, I know not why I still live. If living this truly be. Perhaps the pestilence wants something from me, from this body, and I live only because I fight. It is a fight I will lose. This is certain. The pestilence grows inside me. Even now, as we converse, it cannot be outlasted. Trade? Perhaps. Money is of little use to me for obvious reasons, but others may find value in what the Paxeltak may leave behind. Take what it will, Paxeltak, but leave something it considers of equal value. Sacrifice to the balance, and give to the ban. May that serve it well, and may its gift lift the ground beneath the Red Doe's feet.
Well, this isn't looking good.
great. More bad news. This ain't good. All right, let's do this. Oh, whew. All right, let's do this.
This isn't looking good. Here they come. No, great. More bad news. All right, come and get some.
summons me from my ethereal wanderings.
Muzar. What kind of beast is this? Paxel Tech. I can share my wanderings with you, but first, I seek the knowing, the truth of nature held within your ark. You want to answer? So I will ask. Answer these questions true, sweet beast, so that your ark may be known and your eye may open. And do choose wisely. Answer from your heart. An illness spreads through your village. An apothecary has created a cure, but it has become lost, mixed among the apothecary's poisons. The only way to identify the cure is to treat patients with unlabeled vials, killing a few perhaps, until the cure is found to save all. Do you kill your patients to find the cure, or is it better to let the illness decide? A powerful god conscripts you into their service and offers you a choice. You may rule the underworld and never return to the living, or you may serve at the god's pleasure in the mortal realm. Serve above, or rule below. What say you, sweet beast? Oh, what fun this is! You are part of a group of druids who have been taken hostage by a warlord. One of the warlord's soldiers succumbs to your charms and says he will help you escape. However, the others must be left behind to die, though all have done nothing. Do you abandon your fellow hostages, or do you face death together? I see your wheels turning, sweet beast. Your family are starving. One day, you are out foraging for food when a huge sack of coin falls off the back of a cart. This would be a great boon to your family, but the money belongs to someone else. You have but only a moment to call out and return the coin. Do you keep the money, or call out and return it to its owner? I see. Imagine you are the immortal Empress, but the secret of your immortality, and the immortality of all who pledge fealty to you, is gone. The Thane is dead, and soon, all who are immortal will become mortal again. If you reveal this, you risk the loss of all your power. Do you tell your people the truth, or do you try to find another way? Well done. You have chosen your path, sweet beast. Your heart is true. May the power of the doe's eye free you from your incarnate shackles. In the arc of every being, there are two eyes. We may see out of either, but most favor one over the other. The Ravager's eye is dynamic, driven, and endlessly hungry. Yet for all its power, its vision is clouded. The eye of the Ravager rarely sees beyond its own satiation. Like an animal chasing its tail, it knows no rest. The doe's eye sees only what is before it. The gift of the doe is subtle, easily missed. It is a most mysterious presence inside oneself, conferring power without force, just as the doe itself cannot be sought, nor tracked, nor hunted. By answering true, sweet beast, you give me a wink, and now the gifts of your dominant eye will be open to you. Would you care to hear a tale? It is about those who see as you do. I will tell you of Ramaril, the servant child of the Vaunt. I found Ramaril as a babe, large and angry as only a hungry babe can be. Nothing became of him as it happened. He grew from a great crying babe to a great quiet Pan. He served without word or complaint. None knew his name, for though one might thank the creator of a meal or a washroom, who even considers the child who merely cleans up after? When the Krell came, they laid siege to the temple. None could escape nor call for help. All were doomed. The doe's eye opened in Ramaril that day. He was no fighter and had no training of any kind. But he lifted the largest shield he could find and told the others to run once he'd made away. He drove dozens of Krell over a cliff, and himself with them. Later, his masters came to me seeking to know more of this boy who had saved them, whom I had laid at their doorstep. I told them many stories. One might even consider them true. Is there anything else? Knowledge of me? Of our wonderful world? You stand before Medra, spirit of the natural world, daughter of stem and stream. My sisters and I are the glorious weavers of all wild beauty. When mountain, spring, and sturdy tree trunk take your breath, sweet beast, that is us. That is our blessing. An immeasurable number. Mother stem and mother stream rely on us to sprawl and grow. Though we don't often commune with beasties such as you. Not in this age. Especially not since what happened to Keula. A tragedy, beast. Tragedy most cruel. Keula was fascinated by mortals, by your lives and stories. Unlike most of us, she made herself no secret. And you worshipped her with your short lives. Even built her a house. A temple, you called it. The root found her there. We godlings are not easily unwoven, however, and it slew her not. But perhaps it would be better if it had. For what remains is no longer the sister I knew. But we hold happy thoughts. Regret only wastes one life with another. Is there something else we can talk about? By day, a dappled glade of emerald branch and golden leaf, carpeted by downy moss. By night, sweet beast, the trees bewitch the lost and inebriated. Or so it was before this age of extermination. How I long to return to play. This age, for me, holds only decay. This has been just a lovely distraction.
All right, come and get some.
Yeah.